Queen Mary think about the photos of King Frederick with his girlfriend? Mary Donaldson's first interview since Federico to Denmark's Genevie Casanova pictures revealed her anguish and pain. For the first time since Lecturers magazine released exclusive images of her husband Federico to Denmark with genviva Casanova, Mary Donaldson 51 has spoken out. The Monarch, who has not commented on the occurrence, granted an interview to Nature and Our Mind on November 30 but has obtained the first photographs. Monarch is as honest as ever about mental health issues, a topic she carries as a banner and which can now be perfectly interpreted as how she feels when faced with a problem of this magnitude. We all need help from time to time, but it's important that we don't let others deceive us. Federico's wife from Denmark speaks openly about mental health, especially after a difficult situation like the one she has been going through for weeks. Grief is something we carry with us, she says excitedly in the short trailer of the interview she gave. These were long-awaited statements that have generated great expectations due to the tension that the images of the future heir with ex-wife Kay Martinez Dej. Since Federico's relationship with Geneva was aired and the scandal came to light on November 8, we've hardly seen Mary. He's attended only 3 official events since then, 2 of them without the press. The institution is designed to protect Prince Federico's wife at one of her most delicate moments. As the local press points out, her marriage hangs in the balance. Depression. Mary Donaldson suffered from proud of its participation in this television format that has raised so much anticipation both in his country and in ours, which talks about nature and mental health. The Danish royal house does not hesitate to promote the program along with an explanatory text about what can be seen in a documentary where Mary will chat animatedly with 3 strangers who have gone through a very difficult phase. What no one expected was that the same text states that Mary Donaldson suffers from a disease that is so little talked about. In fact, numerous studies suggest a major epidemic in the country, especially among women between the ages of 35 and 50 with family responsibilities. The Crown Princess has worked for years to combat depression and focus on mental health, they quote verbatim without giving any further information about it. At the same time, nature and the importance of caring for it is an integral part of the princess life and work, they explain in a small preview tonight. Everyone who has been following this painful story of the Danish monarchs will find out if Mary will use her intervention in this program to talk about her particular case and thus learn in detail when and as a result of which the Australian was plunged into this terrible disease. But also his words can be perfectly interpreted with everything that is happening to him now. In fact, the first statements in which he speaks of pain and sorrow make a lot of sense. In his last public appearance, the Crown Prince broke his silence on Genevie Casanova's photos, according to Swedish publication Sens Dam. Mary Donaldson's words come just days after Federico Danish did. One Danish journalist asked him about the Madrid Crown Prince photographs with genviva Casanova. Federico, do you have any comment on what the Spanish media has published to this question? Queen Margarita's son answered directly and clearly, I don't have any. A short and concise response that demonstrates the spirit with which the prince is facing the controversy over his images with the Mexican. The Danish royal house has also defended this position with its first statement and defense of the press. Queen Margaret has achieved what seemed impossible, reuniting her sons Frederick and young daughters-in-law Mary and Maria and almost all her grandchildren this Christmas, an image of family unity that has not been repeated for more than 4 years. As indicated in the official agenda, we will have to wait until January 1st next year to see the traditional government gala dinner. Prince Frederick's wife didn't expect the Danish people to turn to her when they realized how delicate their marriage is. A gesture that seemed to comfort the Crown Princess. Mary Donaldson's joyful photographs were far from extravagant luxury and loyal to the principle of recycling everything in your closet.